Hello students, hope you all are safe at home. I welcome you all for the first session of Class XI Accountancy. My hearty best wishes for the new academic year 2020-2021. Before starting the class, I would like to give you instruction which has to be followed by all. Listen to the video carefully by sitting in a place without any disturbance. Try to view the video in a laptop or desktop. Have a notebook and pen in your hand to take notes. Note down the doubts so that you can get clarified during live session. Now let us move on to the first chapter of Class 11 Accountancy, Introduction to Financial Accounts. Over the centuries, accounting has remained confined to the financial bookkeeping functions of the accountant. What is bookkeeping? It is the art and science of recording, classifying, and summarizing business transactions to know the profit or loss during a specific period. Accounting today is much more than just bookkeeping and the preparation of financial reports. This chapter deals with the nature, need, and scope of accounting. What is meant by accounting? Accounting extends far beyond the actual making of records. It is concerned with the analysis and interpretation, that is, the study of the business transactions and communication of information about it to the various users like investors, lenders, suppliers, creditors, etc. Accounting is wider than bookkeeping. It records, classifies, and summarizes the business transaction and submits the report to guide the management. Now let's look at the definition of accounting. In 1941, AICPA, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, had defined accounting as the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions, and events which are, in part at least, of financial character and interpreting the results thereof. With greater economic development resulting in changing role of accounting, its scope became broader. In 1966, AAA, the American Accounting Association, defined accounting as the process of identifying, measuring, and communicating economic information to permit informed judgments and decisions by users of information. In 1970, the Accounting Principles Board of AICPA also emphasized that the function of accounting is to provide quantitative information, primarily financial in nature, about economic entities that is intended to be useful in making economic decisions. Accounting can therefore be defined as the process of identifying, measuring, recording, and communicating the required information relating to the economic events of an organization to the interested users of such information. Students, you all have opted for Commerce group in Class 11, not Science group, right? Now tell me, based on the definition of accounting, is accounting a science or an art? Accounting is both a science and an art. Science is a systematical body of knowledge based on certain principles. Accounting too is based on accounting principles. Accounting information is used by the users universally. The users make decisions based on the accounting information, which establishes cause and effect relationship based on observation and experiments. In this regard, accounting is considered as a science. Art is the application of knowledge. As I said earlier, based on the knowledge gained from accounting information, the users make decisions where gained knowledge is applied. Like art, accounting also is based on some accepted theories, principles, rules, concepts, and conventions. The more we practice an art, the more experts we become in it. Similarly, we need a lot of practice in accounting to become an expert in it. Now, let's discuss the objectives of accounting. As an information system, the basic objective of accounting is to provide useful information to the interested group of users. The primary objectives of accounting include the following: calculation of profit and loss. The owners of a business are keen to have an idea about the net results of their business operations periodically. That is, whether the business has earned profits or incurred losses. It can be easily worked out with help of record of incomes and expenses relating to the business by preparing a profit or loss account for the given period of time. Profit represents excess of revenue, that is income, over expenses. Let me explain this with an example. In a business concern, if the total revenue of a given period is rupees 6 lakh and total expenses are rupees 5 lakh 40,000, the profit will be calculated by subtracting the expenses from the revenue. That is 6 lakh minus 5 lakh 40,000, which is equal to 60,000. If, however, the total expenses exceed the total revenue, the difference reflects the loss. The next objective of accounting is depiction of financial position. Accounting also aims at ascertaining the financial position of the business concern in the form of its assets and liabilities at the end of every accounting period. What are assets and liabilities? Assets are nothing but the resources owned by the business organization, and the liabilities are the claims against such resources. A proper record of assets and liabilities facilitates the preparation of a statement known as balance sheet position statement. The other objective of accounting is providing accounting information to its users. The accounting information generated by the accounting process is communicated in the form of reports, statements, graphs, and charts to the users who need it in different decision situations. There are two main user groups, namely internal users and external users. Internal users are mainly the management who needs timely information on cost of sales, profitability, etc. for planning, controlling, and decision making. External users who have limited authority, ability, and resources to obtain the necessary information have to rely on financial statements. Students, we have come to the end of today's class. Let us recall what we have learned. In today's class, we discussed about bookkeeping, meaning of accounting, definition of accounting, and the objectives of accounting. Hope you will be able to state the meaning and definition of accounting and explain the objectives of accounting. In our next session, let's discuss some more important and interested terms used in accounting. Thank you, children.